Amanda the Lioness Nunes is one of the most exceptional fighters we've ever seen in MMA, man or woman. The double champ has incredible accolades and brings devastating power and skill to every fight. At the time of this video, she holds both the Bantam and Featherweight titles with 6 total defenses between the two. She has also finished every other Bantamweight champion that came before her, and in a huge upset took the Featherweight title by taking down the seemingly indomitable Cris Cyborg. After 4.5 years as champion and an 80% finish rate, the Lioness looks to defend her kingdom for years to come. In this video we will break down the stats and the science behind Amanda Nunes. Nunes stands at 5'8" with a reach of 69 inches. The Bantamweight and Featherweight averages are 5'6" with a 66-inch reach and 5'8" with a 69-inch reach, respectively. Nunes is on average at featherweight but has some advantages in the Bantamweight division. Let's start by taking a look at her striking. Nunes comes from an early background of karate and boxing, starting martial arts at the age of 4. Her deep roots in martial arts translates into her fighting. She's primarily a boxer but doesn't shy away from kicks to blend it all together, even having a coveted leg kick TKO in her record. Nunes' best weapon is by far her overhand right, and it might be the best overhand right we've seen since Dan Henderson. She uses it effectively in every single one of her fights, and it was a punch she used to rock Rousey, drop Miesha Tate, and repeatedly drop and fold Cris Cyborg. She doesn't just throw them blindly though. She sets them up perfectly with feints as well as stiff jabs or lead uppercuts to split the guard before coming over the arm to land the overhand right. She also uses it as a counter to her opponent's jab, slipping to the left while throwing the punch over it. She fights aggressively, constantly pressuring forward into her opponent and cutting angles to get their backs to the cage to unload. Nunes has a significant strikes landed per minute of 4.44 and a striking accuracy of 51%, as well as a significant strikes absorbed per minute of 2.47 and a striking defense of 57%. She also has the highest striking differential in women's bantamweight history at 1.93. Nunes is an effective striker that balances well between precision, technique, and devastating power. Working in the clinch, Nunes likes to tie clinch along with knees to the body and head. She will also use feints to set up kicks and vice versa, such as feigning a body kick to set up an overhand right, or feint an overhand right to set up a kick. Along with her striking, Nunes is also an excellent grappler and wrestler, having a BJJ black belt and several high-profile tournament wins on her resume. Her ability to mix it up and keep her opponents worried is what makes her such a dominant champion. The fight against Germaine de Randamie is a prime example of her grappling prowess. She landed 8 takedowns over the course of 5 rounds, with most of them being double legs. She uses a few variations of the double leg depending on the situation. Against the cage, she'll clasp her hands behind her opponent and use the classic lift and dump. In the center of the octagon, she will either drive deep and turn the corner to finish the takedown and land in side control, and if she doesn't manage to get in deep on the takedown, she will use her leg to hook and trip her opponents. She has no issue fighting in her opponent's closed, open, or butterfly guard and loves her ground and pound. Nunes has a takedown average of 2.53 and a takedown accuracy of 53%, and has a high takedown defense of 84% and a submission average of 0.7. One of her go-to positions happens when her opponent turns their back on the ground in an attempt to avoid strikes or to get back up. She will sink in her hooks to take back mount and rain down ground and pound, alternating left and right until the ref calls it, or she manages to sink in a rear naked choke. All 3 of Nunes' career submissions come by way of rear naked choke. Nunes has proven to be the most dangerous female fighter of all time and is making a great case to be one day considered one of the all-time GOATs. Here are some of her divisional records just to show her dominance. In the Bantamweight division, she has a record for most wins, most finishes, most knockouts, longest win streak, most title fight wins, most knockdowns, and highest striking differential. If that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. Amanda Nunes looks unstoppable at the moment and doesn't aim to slow down. Whether it's a quick knockout or a 5-round beatdown, she's ready for it all. At the time of this video, she aims to secure her 2nd featherweight title defense and 9th title win against Megan Anderson at UFC 259. We look forward to watching the rest of her career unfold as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Before we wrap up this video, we just want to announce our new MMA Discord community. The community is a place for all MMA fans to discuss the sport, communicate with each other, share videos, memes, and more. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future content.